All right. Looks like that's working. This is working. We're getting more daylight in these commutes now, but that'll change temporarily when we flip the clocks again. This is a deceiving parking spot because it's not. There's a hydrant hiding over here. So this car here should be getting a ticket, but they haven't been found yet. Probably because that hydrant's hard to find. Anyway, Ambrose Chamber Pot, it's only me, good morning. Sharon, good morning. Stephen Friedman, good morning. Bear in the Garden, Florian Schwartz, good morning. Seamless finally fixed my account after 3 months. Everything I read online was that they were never going to fix it. That once this happens, it's like impossible. It seems like an easy fix, but for some reason it just never works. But they fixed it, which I'm happy about. Which means I get my Seamless Plus back. Doomsday Pamela, Con Burns, Merker Ball, good morning. Fred Lewis, good morning. Abby, good morning. Sue Pitchford is here, good morning. Dwayne is here. Hello. Maritza, good morning. Shed Elliott, morning. Ron is here. Hey, Ron. Morning. Kiana Maria, good morning. Greg 57, good morning. Mark. Technical. Morning. Fairy Elephant, hello. Is that the one that they just did a maybe. I feel like Cash Jordan's been doing more apartments in this neighborhood recently, which is nice. I think this is an underrated neighborhood. Price-wise, too. All right, let me scroll back a little bit. What did I miss? Seja, good morning. Henry and Susan, got it. Morning. Morning. Z-Bulb, good morning. Natalie, hello. Peter Bradfield. Just one of them was waiting for me. God, good morning. Pete and Joan Ellen, hello. Indians exposed investigation. I mean, that name still throws me. Perhaps I don't understand all the context behind it. Anyway, Prince Ice is here. Extra polite. Welcome. Appreciate the politeness, Mr. Prince Ice. It's a Friday on a Friday, don't worry. Things are okay. Has it warmed up in New York City? Has it cooled down in New York City? I mean, we haven't had much of a winter considering the cherry blossoms are blooming. I think today might finally cool down a little bit, but I don't know. We're pretty much in spring. Yeah, less than a month, but you know, technicalities aside. Are those Verizon birds? Do you have good service? All right. Scrolling around. Windy. June from central New York, which is now ice covered. Jennifer B. in Colorado, good morning. T-Max, good morning. It is a whole story. God. Hawan, hello. Robert T, good morning. New York's largest office to condo conversion is about to open 1 Wall Street. Okay. Says John. I know they were working on getting a lot of these offices converted. I never actually heard of it being completed, so that's good. Curious how that'll look and how much it'll be. $1 million studios? I understand now. So they're still being butts about it all. $1 million studios. A Friday walk on a Wednesday is impossible. I'm in Tokyo, hello. Certain parts of North America are in winter weather in recent days, but New York, I feel like, has been exempt, or New York City has been kind of exempt from all of these winter weather events this season. Upstate New York has been getting them. But, yeah. If you can't find the spices you need at Kalustjan's, they don't exist. It takes up like 4 buildings horizontally. Is the sun behind? The sun is to my left now. I guess it was technically behind us, but it's not like it's really above the horizon yet. I don't think. I guess we'll see in a second. Yeah, it's not fully visible just yet. As I mean, I've been watching Miss Maisel. Or Mrs. Maisel. Maybe, I don't know much about that show. Atarva, hello. Good morning. Gerard Sudan, good morning. I smell some food cooking right now. Rena, good morning. One lone car coming. We shall wait. I was looking into gimbals again just to see what options there were. Yuri, good morning. And I still think my Crane M3 is probably the best, like, heavy duty option. I think Moza came out with another one, but it's still not as powerful, or it doesn't have as high of a payload as this one. Not that I need a high payload for a phone, but with my adapters I want to make sure there's no wibble wobble stuff. That White Castle on 8th Avenue is finally open. There used to be one right around there, actually, like within 2 blocks of this one, and this one's back. Cat Yellow Rangers had weird internet issues. Never liked those. February 24th, 1927, the John Golden Theater opens, according to the Link NYC sign. Summer has started for Atarva at 34 degrees Celsius. That's too hot. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. OM with the 1,000 yen super chat. Thank you, OM. Very much appreciate your support. I guess in Japan it's almost bedtime, right? Eggers, good morning. Yeah, Susie, that dog might have been. Might have been. Minus 30 Celsius where Quinton is. What a world, what a world. I'll probably just go right here. Because I don't know what I saw in front of me before. Sandy Hill, good morning. Ron practicing his Japanese. Saying thanks. I used to be able to count to 10 in Japanese. I don't think I can anymore. H, ni, san, yon, go, roku. Nana, hachi, kyu, ju, something like that. I don't know. You'll correct me where I got it wrong. Catherine, good morning. I see a lot of Korean fried chicken. Yesterday no stream. Well, yesterday is Thursday. Not a normal streaming day for me. Oh, before I went live, I got a super chat from Drew Collins for $3 Australian. Thanks for letting me know it's only me. I know that it's like whatever happens pre-stream for me, I have no idea on my mobile device when I go live. But thanks for letting me know, and thank you, Drew. Apologies that the system is set up this way. I didn't even know about it. Herman Wong wants me to count to 10 in Russian, so you can hear what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 1 to 10. Before I went, good morning. Okay. From Park Avenue, south, going south. I think Park Avenue South technically starts at 34th Street and then goes south. Andrea Stevens, good morning. Open Plumbing's got the jokes today. Why did the Scarecrow get a promotion? Because he was outstanding in his field. That joke was so good it made me very phlegmy. I wasn't confident in myself, Cat Yellow Ranger, but I got there. I got there. I mean, 1 to 10 is really all you need, right? You could just string together all the numbers, and to get anything, you can get a phone number, you can get prices, unless somebody tells you the price in the proper way it's supposed to be told, rather than spelling out every digit, but you know what I mean. I wonder whether the school bus is just hanging out over here. Someone going on a field trip? How many languages can I actually speak? Comfortably, English and Russian. I can butcher my way through very simple conversational Spanish. Very simple. The other person better talk slowly, though. Dwayne's got some jokes too. Cashier at a store told someone a good joke. At first, it didn't register with the person. All right. Herman Miller, where everything you buy is guaranteed to be expensive. Am I streaming through 5G? No. 24-hour L'Express. Is it 24-hour? Can I actually go in there and eat? I see nobody inside, dining or employee. Maybe they're in the back. Best department store in NYC? I have no idea. I guess Macy's, but that's probably all pretty subjective. Touring different places, good morning. The Square Cafe looks fancy. Peter reminds me that I am fluent in Pidginese. Well, to us it sounds like I am, but I wonder if the pigeons realize I'm speaking gibberish. I mean, that's always a good option, as me. I tend to opt for online shopping these days. Sandy's having some streaming issues. I'm not sure. I don't see any bitrate drops on my end. Can I speak French? Yes, I can say one word. No. I can't. Didn't I just say the languages I could speak? Juan, good morning. I stopped having a night stream because I don't have the opportunity for those anymore. That's when we do family time. Christmas shop open all year. The one in Chinatown is. I think it's actually technically in Little Italy. They have a Christmas in New York shop. R. McGraw, is that Robert McGraw? Morning. Stan Perez in Florida, good morning. Sandy's doesn't have the good internet in Australia. Sorry to hear. Financial Narrative, Vested. What is that place? The Vinsters here. On board with that greeting. Good morning. Megan and Gary, hello. Urban reminds us that Christmas is 10 months from tomorrow. That's like nothing. It'll be here before we know it. Just got to get through a couple seasons. 3 seasons. Something like that. Did I just pass by a mattress firm? I didn't even know it. I might have turned different places. I can't catch every message every time. It just is what it is. Vince, I'm alright, how are you? Norell's causing trouble. Oh yeah, that's right. Norell is traveling to or is currently in Japan. That's where they were going to go through. What is the question from Goon versus Goblin? Who knows? I don't know what you mean. Quentin heard a commercial mention 10G the other day. Well, you can get 10G, like 10 gigabit home internet in certain places. I don't know if that's what they're referring it to. I mean, for offices and commercial spaces, that's child's play, I guess. Christian contemplating mattresses. I guess it's all preference, but probably some support is good. That's a good thing, Goon versus Goblin. Hopefully you have other avenues of stress release or relief as well. Lorna, morning. PH, morning. Oh, a downhill ride. Turning different places has a doctor's appointment to do. Hopefully everything's all right. Just a checkup. Preventive is always good. You want to do everything you can preventive-wise so you don't have to have what they call a wake-up call. By the time you have something called a wake-up call, it's probably too late. You should strive to prevent that. Of course, there's also the thing that everything you do, and it might not matter. So who knows? Steven says the mayor's snow removal plan is working very well. Yeah, it's working so well, it's prevented the snow. It's some sort of magical snow removal plan. Susie says whoever invented February knew what they were doing, making it 28 days. Alright, about to cross over to University Place from Union Square West, but we gotta wait for all the trucks and buses to go. Always a Popeyes here? I don't think so. There it is, right next to GameStop, which I didn't know how many of those were left either. But yeah, I forgot about GameStop's like Think Geek partnership. There are no real criteria, it's however it goes. Moon is here. Good morning. As Christian, we learn different things based on what we're exposed to. And that's part of an interesting thing about the world we live in. CJ McRobbie's here. Where's Wolfie? Good morning. Good evening. Soon you'll have Norel back and the rest of the swanky laxers. Is this Panera new? It looks quite clean. When was the last time you used a city bike? Couldn't tell you exactly. Guess we're going right. Not sure why, but I decided. That's good touring. Yeah, those are something that just takes some time. A lot of times. Okay, monthly at this garage is $550, and it's a nice looking big garage. I feel like I'd rather pay the $550 and have to walk for a while than pay $1,200. I don't know. It seems like it's worth saving $500 a month to take a 10-minute walk. Makeup forever. Back stretches sound good. Core strength is very important, especially if it's back issues. Well, okay, Wolfie's right next to CJ. Okay, we're safe. Tiger Pulley, hello, good morning. What are they going to be doing here? Is it Con Edison work or filming? There's a sign here. Come on. Why do they blow? Feud. Of the family variety? It's just called Feud. Janice, hello. Lynn and Graham in Leeds, UK, hello. It's still quite windy here. It's just that. Let's buy it for your own. Wrangler. Wrangling around. Let's see. Squeaky toy. Steroid injections of powerful pain. Drugs, well, I wouldn't go that far. There's a lot of the negative evidence for steroid injections, especially epidurals and others, because they can actually accelerate degenerative processes, even though you get a temporary sense of relief since they are anti-inflammatory. And then if you get into things like PRP, rich plasma, that's still needs a lot more evidence, and it's very expensive because insurance really doesn't cover it. It is what it is. CJ says so many films being filmed, so many we never see. That's true. Probably more and more these days because anybody can make a movie, really. You can make a good movie with a phone these days if you plan it out correctly. John Winsboro, good morning. Oof. Well, I mean, the whole ad, is that another cherry blossom? The whole advertisement for PRP it's a nice thought. You know, you take your own cells, spin them down, and inject them back in. But the actual evidence behind it isn't fantastic unless it's a bit of biased article. But hopefully we get more double-blind studies. Sword and Irish wrote a hit song using a smart. I'm not surprised. You could do a lot these days. It's not really the equipment you have, it's your proficiency in what you're doing. Christian, I'll try to reserve strong opinions, but there's definitely good and bad ones in that sense. Boone versus Gauntlet's been unemployed for 5 years because of COVID. Is that what you meant? Wait, it was COVID. COVID hasn't been around for 5 years. Well, hopefully things are okay and you are able to find employment. Martian Grillers here. Mojab, good morning. TH, good morning. Those might be Redbud. Yeah, that might be Redbud. But what we saw on Wednesday were 100% cherry blossoms because I know those trees in the Peter Cooper area. So yeah, those could be Redbuds, yes. John Burke, hello. I think Washington Square Park might have a couple of cherry blossoms too, but they might be there's still definitely varieties that bloom later in spring, so we're still going to get more of those. I don't think the ones in Central Park are blooming yet, but maybe we'll find out next week. Yeah, I think the cherry blossoms are on that side of the park here. There's the archway again. We can see it. Is it bright enough now? Yeah, there's the Empire State Building. Through the archway. A bit of that morning sun. Moon likes the ASMR cherry blossom stream. You like the 360 one? Vinny G, good morning. Yeah, there's the Washington Square Arch here. A little hard to zoom in with my gloves. The archway was originally in the movie Ghostbusters, so that's where they came from. Okay. Now, so they're making I Am Legend 2, right? Which I guess uses the alternate ending as the actual ending, is what it sounds like. You know what I'm kind of upset about? I reached out to this company too because I thought it'd be kind of cool to do for a live stream. But that company that was making those AI wheel shoes that claim you can walk 250% faster with them, it looks like they sent Casey Neistat a prototype. Of course, I understand why, if they want exposure. But that would have been fun to try. So if you want to see those shoes that I was very interested in testing out, check out the Casey Neistat's channel, which I'm sure everyone here already knows about. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Coon versus Goblin, really? Sure. Why not? Ambrose is waiting for Titanic with an alternate ending. I think there's an alternate ending with Titanic where they link it to Independence Day. The movie. It's telling me, says I don't need anything to help me walk faster. Well, that's kind of what I want to do with those shoes. Like, what's their limit? Would I be able to even appropriately walk with them, or would I? Would it be too much? Plus, I don't know how well they work in New York, really. Like, there's so many cracks and uneven surfaces. I don't know. That's what I want to test them with. Because like Casey Neistat did it mainly in like a park or on the roads, you know, where the cars go. Christian, that's not a bad thought. Why can't they do that? They should just do that like the Avengers and Marvel movies where they link them all up together. They just link every zombie movie together into one. Every zombie premise. You know, Last of Us, 28 Days Later, all of it. Walking Dead, Resident Evil. Just throw them all together. one super zombie movie. LJ Fighter like the view through the arch. Yeah, that was a nice view right today. I think I do too, baby. I think I do too. You're telling me you just got an ad stream and an advert and a live stream. Uh-oh. Oh shoot, you know what? I saw that option when I was setting up the stream. I gotta make sure it's unchecked in the future. That sounds like it will be annoying. That sounds like it will be annoying. Let's see, I think it's a new feature they're adding. Well, sounds like it works. I'll have to see if I can get rid of it for next time. Supposedly it's not everyone that gets them, but I don't know. Angie, good morning. Stranger Places wants to see Mario Bros. Yeah, I want to see that movie too. I think they're done pretty well with the advertisement so far to draw me in and make me think they might be actually doing a good job with it, so we'll see. Now, the only song they need to make sure they have in that movie, which I'm almost sure they won't, is "Swing Your Arms from Side to Side. Come on, it's time to go do the Mario." So they link Titanic to Catch Me If You Can. Interesting. Houston Street. Getting brighter and brighter. I was off key in every direction on that. Trying to look around and see if there's anything particularly interesting to show you. Pet supplies. Does the rats climb these building pipes? It's a very specific question. I've definitely seen them do some acrobatics, so probably. VMAC, good morning. Eliza Biddy, good morning. Nothing, I just had coffee. Coffee. It's probably more of a Long Island way to say it, but that's how we say it too. Freedom Tower. VMAX got all our snow. Well, give it back to us. What do they do to this Tesla? They painted the roof glass some orange color. Who says I should just do ASMR on my shoes? Squeaky, 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 squeaky. I've actually been doing pretty good with not eating breakfast recently. I think the body does need to get a little bit hungry. We've gotten a little complacent by having food readily available. So maybe there's something to this intermittent fasting. Not that I'm officially doing that, but I think I found that I'm not eating as much, when I get to lunch and dinner. Oh, there was a rat. It doesn't work for everybody, but I think it's been working for me, so. I don't know. Los Angeles had a blizzard warning. Even Los Angeles is getting blizzard warnings. What are we getting? Nothing. Close around New Yorkers here likes having apples in the morning. I think that's probably a safe bet. You know, I was thinking about that too, but because we're not really meant to brush our teeth, so it's not like a natural thing. We probably are intended to eat more, well, obviously less processed foods and sugars and stuff, but things that are abrasive enough to our teeth and to kind of clean them naturally. So I think apples are probably a good way to do that too. Ron's fasting is not fasting. Oh boy. And Sandy's been in a heat wave. And that's the world we're in. It almost looks like the Freedom Tower isn't even real right now. It's just one of those backgrounds in a video game. That sounds right too, Elizabeth. Yeah. Temperature of 109 for Sandy. That's too much. Too much. Let's calm down on that temperature. Oh, only blizzard warning of 2,000 feet. Ah. Twain's still pumping out the jokes. Mediterranean table, Peta, Soho. Huh. Still haven't tried that Russian restaurant. Yeah, a lot of times if you think you're hungry, you could also just drink some water and you might find that your hunger pangs have calmed down a little bit and your body just needed a little bit more juice. Heavy rain in West Hollywood, but maybe snow in the mountains. That makes more sense. Sierra Martini. Good morning. We're gonna blame it on Cat Yellow Ranger's juice. Did you change your profile picture? Tom, good morning. What's the most famous Russian dish? I don't know, probably borscht, if anything. Russian dumplings are pretty famous, but probably that soup. Sounds like a fun idea, touring different places. RJ has been posting comments on the videos, so I think he's recovering from his surgeries. That's good. Just probably our mornings are still too. He's resting, which is good. He needs it. Oh, that private dog park is around here. It's not very expensive either. It's like right over there where the fence is, just before the green building. But yeah. Oh, push cars here. The busy morning, or the busy everything this year. When is your busy schedule going to lighten up? Like, when are you not going to be busy anymore? That's what I want to know. I want to see Pushkar relax a little bit. Your work has you linked with American companies, so you have to coordinate meetings. Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Did somebody ask about why it's Big Apple? I think it was related to prizes at racing shows, at racing courses or something. But I don't know the specifics there. Until I get recognized on my walks. Well, it's not like I'm hiding my face. It's just that my face is not the main attraction, so I don't switch it around too much. But you can see me in reflections. I could be reflected in this police van. Moon just hit the like button and got a free super sticker. Are you trying to entice people to hit the like button and see if it happens for them too? Sneaky, sneaky. A good reminder. And Gigi has made it. Waiting for me to do something silly. Good morning. Rebby, good morning. Philip Maxwell, good morning. Adam has made it, good morning. There's my shoes. Were the apples the prizes? I don't know. Am I permitted to work at home at all? Partially. My more administrative days, which is partly why I don't stream as much on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Well, ever. Andrew Horn, hello, happy Friday. Cars been all over the place. That's I love it. Alright, let's go. And up. There's that windowless skyscraper. Oh, should we stop by the New York Bean since it's fully open? I feel like I got a couple of minutes. Let's stop by our Bean. Who needs to go to Chicago anymore? We got the Bean here now. Adam needs some admin days. Just send over like a little remote control car with a camera on it and work from home that way. I'm really interested in that Ring drone security camera for the home. It's silly and it's probably quite invasive, but I think it'll be kind of fun. Ooh. The plane was right next to the Jenga building. This is a rather unkept collection of bushes in this triangle. I don't know. Let me cross this way so I'm not stuck at the end of this triangle. She looks so angry. Why can't we just use 3FX Voodoo cards anymore for all our graphics needs? Is she a dog walker, or are those all her dogs? The world will never know. I still don't know why you can't at someone on mobile devices. The one place where you'd really benefit from being able to at people. YouTube. All right, here's our bean. What's its cleaning schedule? How often do they have to wipe it down? Because there's so many people touch it, get their fingerprints and grease on it. I can go wide for this. We're right on the corner of Leonard and Church, at the entrance to what they call the Jenga building. What is the actual address? 56 or something, Leonard? Oh, here it is. Didn't Action Kid try to squeeze through? Oh, I won't fit there. Now my backpack. Look at my backpack. Look at this. Don't walk right into it like I did. I think the bean police are coming for me now. Why does it have to be under a building? Yeah, that's another good question. The Chicago bean is like on prime display, and here we got a building to contend with. 57? Oh, okay. I think you could see the seams in it, right? Yeah, you could see them right here. You could see. Can you see them on the camera? Okay, my finger's right on the seam right now. Yeah, there it is. All right. Are we done with the bean? I'm done with the bean. Let me switch back to regular. I'm pretty sure it's hollow. I don't think it's filled completely with metal. That would be kind of crazy. I wish I had a bunch of croissants in my backpack. It would probably be much lighter than it is right now. I've weighed this thing. It weighs pretty much 30 pounds. Actually, I'm going to stay on this side because that side has all scaffolding. I don't need more scaffolding on these videos. Elliot's down with the bean. Down with the system. Max was walking with that huge backpack's impressive. Well, it's not impressive for my back. Two-way mirror beam for security. You think there's somebody sitting in there? Nikki Darling is here, but with a cold. I'm sorry to hear. Hope your recovery is quick and you're not completely debilitated. Rest in fluids, rest in fluids. Zipcar lives here. What's the monthly here? $1,050. That's the monthly here. I didn't flick the bean. Well, that has other connotations. I'll stop there. I'm not wearing a hat. I don't wear a hat unless it's below 30 degrees. And even then, I wear it sparingly until it's like below 20 because I overheat as soon as I put on a hat. Jim's on Janet's profile. Hello, Jim. All right, we should be near Casey Neistat's offices. Maybe he can lend us his shoes, those AI shoes. I really want to try them. OG Toker, well, that's why we have an international audience. But the best part about all this is, OG Toker, is that being here is optional. So you don't have to be here at all. That's the magical part about all of this. Hey, Stockton says I don't sound bald. You're right. If you know, normally bald people, their voice gets altered because of the lack of air resistance, and it changes how you sound. I'm kidding. Yeah, right, Elliot? I want to really test out those shoes and see how many times I fall because of the cracks. Yeah, Chris, we should try it out. We should test. I want to see if they can keep up. Like, there's got to be a limit. Nobody's been running in those shoes. Not that I'm running when I'm doing these walks, but I want to see how fast I can go and if the shoes can keep up with me. Oh, Michigan Temper's High School. Got it, Nikki Darling. Guzman, hello. Few men carry it well, says Michael. Thank you. I think it depends on how you own it. It's not so much that, it's just if you appear comfortable and confident, I think that itself can alter your appearance. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about 97% of the time, 100% of the time. Eric is here, good morning. And how much does it actually look like Ari in the end? Yeah, right, Chris. Roller skates were pre-AI, but now I guess the precursor to AI shoes or something. Spider-Man webbing for real life use. I feel like you could figure something out. You might have to get a little creative, but I mean, there's got to be some use you could think of, like if you fling. Oh, they put a bunch of scaffolding around the buildings here, like to fling sticky string. That statement didn't sound right either. There's got to be some use. It's like the idea of throwing flames. I want to burn something, but I don't want to get up and get closer to what I want to burn. So let me throw some flames at it. I think some comedian did that bit actually, in a much more humorous way. Michael's tulips are coming. That's right, Nikki, you did. I thought it was a funny statement too. That person's got a future in comedy. I think it was A. Stockton. I will remember. In a good way. I think it was funny. I just remember the Seinfeld episode where George Costanza was dating a bald woman. He said, "A full head of hair is very important to me." What was it? And I remember that one said, "She's bald? She's bald!" I don't know. Seinfeld. Bryant Park, other direction. If we ever do go there, it's usually Wednesdays. When it's a Wednesday on a Wednesday. We're in this park though. I forget the name of this park. But they play a lot of games at these tables in this park. Michael Scott Howard, the $4 super sticker. Thank you, Michael Scott Howard. Appreciate it. Why do I never remember the name of this park? As soon as I read it, I'm gonna be like, ah. My oh my. Nope. Columbus Park, that's right, Columbus Park. The essay stopped. I did enjoy it. Some young people don't know Seinfeld. That's true. Although there are a lot of reruns, but I guess, I don't know that young people are watching TV these days as much, right? I mean, back in the day, that was our like entertainment. Back in the day, like in the 90s, you know, TV was your escape. Now you have so many avenues of entertainment. I don't know if TV's at the top of the list anymore. I think it used to be number one, probably, right? A person was fired from their job as a barber. The boss said it just couldn't cut it. Oh, Dwayne's got the jokes. I've slowed down a little bit. take a moment. Jacques just watched the Seinfeld episode with the illegal cable connection from the Russian guy. Why is Patrick up so early? Oh yes, I remember that episode. Jerry Seinfeld still does stand-up too. And it's not like he has to. He's got more than enough money, and he's going to continue to have more than enough of it because I'm sure he's getting way too much royalties. Well, I don't know, but yeah, anyway, he still does it. If Wednesday's the holidays, Wednesdays can go on Friday. No, if Wednesday's a holiday, I could probably deal with skipping Wednesdays. Do we have any Wednesday holidays? We'll hop. It's Baldwin. I like Baldwin Bankrupt. It's unfortunate. Doesn't he have a complete like the way his series in Russia ended? I think he's banned from Russia at the moment, which is a very unfortunate ending for that whole saga, considering he was showing the parts of Russia you wouldn't see. I don't know where he's going nowadays, but no parking. What are they going to be doing here? Film shoot. What are they filming? Another Law and Order. Another Law and Order coming up. Yeah, City Hall will be a little bit more south of me. Oh, green light. This is a weird intersection. Jerry Seinfeld is now mostly known through the B-movie memes. I don't know about that. We have the light here, but no one's going to stop for us. But they have to. Oh, Baldwin Bankrupt in Japan last? Okay. And Vietnam? Nice. The thing is, like, it worked really well in Russia because he speaks the language so well. Oh, that's right. I thought I saw a post about Richard Belzer. Yeah. R.I.P. Oh, now in Peru and down the Amazon. All right. All the bankrupts making moves. Adam, yes to all those questions. Now that we have all the questions of the stream out of the way, you don't have to worry about it anymore. He was living in France for a while? Huh. Wait, is this the same shoot? No, this is that unicorn shoot. What is unicorn? Should we call Samson and ask? No, let's not do that. Oh, the month is almost over. That's right. Mr. Bean gets lost in the city. I love Mr. Bean. I know I've said this before. Mr. Bean, when it was a TV show, it's one of those shows where you don't realize that there's only like 13 episodes of that show. That's it. That's like all the episodes. I don't know exactly how many, but it's definitely like 12, 13 episodes. Maybe it's because each episode had 3 skits, I guess. Maybe that's why it feels like it had a lot more episodes than it did. I don't know. Another ad. All right, I'll have to fix that up for next time. Sounds like that option really did do a lot of weird stuff. I'll make sure it's unchecked in the next stream. But how intrusive is it? Very intrusive? Probably very intrusive, yeah. Does Twitch do that for its streams, or only when you join? Does Twitch ever do a mid-stream ad? So we don't know what unicorn is, alright. I guess the only real way to know is to stick around. Adam's cat decided on demolition this morning. I think it's going to get much warmer than this today. I think it's actually going to drop again tonight. Oh, Moon posted unicorn description? Ah, did I miss it? Alright, I gotta try to scroll. South Asian nightclub performer living a double life and a young single father who works as a mechanic when their paths collide. Dramatic. What now? Search for identity is sparked. Okay, I guess we'll see. YouTube Red. I think that's. Yeah, I use that also. Keith, thank you for the support. Unicorn sounds complicated. Yeah, it doesn't sound exactly straightforward. I guess we'll see when it comes out. I guess we'll cross left since we have the opportunity. Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that was the direction they were going with that one, but I guess we'll see. Give it the benefit. I think that's the only part I know about it. Yeah. That's a good question, and I wonder too. Let's try to copyright strike the stream. Sounds like Nikki had a birthday recently. Took me a moment to process exactly what you meant, but I got there eventually. Happy birthday, Nikki. Belated. Chris's dog has concerns about wife doing yoga. Why is this person bending in such odd ways? I'm concerned. Are the dog's thoughts? I'm here to amuse and horrify. Andy, good morning. Maybe, Jim, maybe. Flying back. It's on my shoe. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eliminate. I don't think anyone knows what that is. Ah, there's our park. They've found a way to increase the amount of city bike slots. But like they get, you know, before it was like really hard to walk between the bikes, now it's impossible. It's like in this case, nobody listens to the problem with these docks is nobody listens, right? Because now you can't dock a bike in here, it's just not going to fit. I guess you could find a way to angle the handlebars down or put them above, but yeah, I'm sure you can figure it out. But now they could hold a lot more bikes with this staggered bike rack. Oh, frozen shoulder takes a long time. Yeah, you got to stay on top of that. Adhesive capsulitis, no joke. And a lot of times you gotta like push into the pain to get that mobility back too. Well, there's the sun. I'll have a rockin' morning. Looks like it's still quite wet outside, so I'm not gonna sit on the bench. Maybe, I don't know. I won't risk it. What shoes are you wearing? North Face sneakers. Not what you'd expect. All right. Out of the sun. I can see again. I did not have breakfast. I had my coffee. Chris is going to have MRI review of the spine. Well, hopefully things are all right. Unfortunately, MRI is, if you get like an MRI of your back in your like 30s and onward, it's always going to show degenerative changes. I guess it depends on how they frame it when they review it with you, but yeah. See, I always thought it was pronounced Effie, because you know, it's like you have to cough it out. Effie. Yeah, it all depends on how they frame it to you. Also, because they can make it seem like, oh yeah, you got degenerative changes here, L4, L5. You know, you got some neuroforaminal stenosis. We should probably inject that to be safe. But you want to be wary of that kind of stuff. I think that's my opinion. I've read studies. That's what I think. But what do I know? I mean, they're doing pretty well over there. Jerry, I'm glad you enjoyed. All right, what else did I miss? Oh, did I miss Angel, Mars and Worldwide? I feel like I missed you the whole time. I did, yes. Good morning. Have a good weekend as well. Sorry I missed you earlier. Must have been distracted. Probably by my radiograph stuff or other imaging tirade. Core strength is very underrated. It can take care of a lot of issues. I have back issues especially. How many miles on average? It depends. I mean, our walks these days are like 4 miles-ish, but there's always more miles to do. Nikki, that's true. You're always at the last second, right? You made it before the final moment. Chris Bates with $5 super chat. Have a happy, peaceful weekend, everyone. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate the support. Have a good weekend as well. Hopefully all the imaging is that's not good. Positive? I don't know. Hopefully you get all the answers you need. Yes. Oh, Allie's here? I missed Allie too. Swimming's a fantastic exercise. The problem is access to water. Walking is probably the most accessible exercise if you're physically able to do it, and swimming would be fantastic too if you had access to the water. Sniffle, sniffle. Allie, you just made it as we're popping out. The microphones, Adam. Come on, I need them. Will it be cold in New York in March? Who knows? I'm going to say no. Might have a few cold days here and there, but so far all our average temperatures have been warmer than they're supposed to be. So there's that. East River's right there. Yep, that'll be... It may improve your immediate physical status, but I don't know what effects it's going to have on you if you keep swimming in the East River. Good luck. Anyway, thanks everyone for stopping in today. Appreciate super chats, super stickers, PayPal, Patreon memberships. Thank you. Very kind of you. Subscribers, thank you for your support as well, and for the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, think about subscribing and thumbs up. You know, a little twofer. Oh, Gert was here. We didn't find any Volvos for you. Of course, the mods. Thank you for your support and assistance. Yeah. Yeah. And all of a sudden, it's not windy at all. Remember how I was commenting how windy it was earlier? Now it's like practically a static image if you didn't see those people moving in the bottom right corner. Appreciate that, James. Oh, I get it. It's like LeBron dead, LeBron James. I gotcha. You know I gotta get up early to do what I gotta do, but that's just me. We're all different. Anyway, yeah, have a good Friday. Have a good Saturday, Sunday. Some people call that the weekend. Why don't they call like Monday and Tuesday the week begin? I don't know. I guess for some people the week starts on a Sunday too. A lot of calendars do that. Why don't we have more days of the week? Why don't we have less days of the week? Should we restructure everything? Do we need 4 weeks in a month? Do we want 5 weeks in a month? Do we want 30 or 31 days? Sometimes 28 or 29? We need that. Do certain days only need to have 3 letters? Do certain days only need to have more letters? I don't know. months, I mean. Does every day need to end in day? Have I lost it? Probably. Yeah, there's a lot of news about the 4-day work week. Anyway, I think I've gone too far. Oh, did Mercury Moments Josh make it in? Nice. So it sounds like Norella's still traveling. We should see her on Monday again. Hopefully her travels are going all right. It's a long trek from New York to Australia. That's not bad, Dwayne, not bad. Who really works on Friday? Well, I try to make my Friday quick and efficient. I want to be done as fast as possible when I can. Tie off loose ends in the early afternoon if possible. Anyway, but there's always things that continue on. You know, it's going to always emails to answer or other things to work on, so. Good song for the day. Homebound, Drolo. I think it's like Droeloe. Yeah. Anyway. Oh man. I just realized this corner is probably used for removal of certain bodily fluids. Anywho, we gotta go. Alright, thanks again everyone. See you Monday. That's it. Alright. Bye. Happy go lucky. Hello. Goodbye. Kelly Stevens. Hi. Okay. Bye.